What up, everybody? This is Erica from the Classy Climb blog. I just had to do this quick on talking about Donald Trump talking in the debate about, we're in a big fat bubble. The stock market looks great because it's where everybody's running and throwing money. But here's the kicker. If you're reading the articles, and you can Google this for yourself, Chinese investors have just put about $10 billion into our economy. What does that mean, put into our economy? Basically, they're investing in, and I'll just give you an example of North Carolina. They're investing in Smithfield Farms. They're investing in farms and golf courses and hotels and actual different things. Same thing on the other side of California and Vancouver. 85% of all home purchases and rental property purchases right now in Vancouver are Chinese descent. Not Americans, not Japanese, not any of that. Chinese descent, okay? Chinese have also purchased about $5 billion in Texas. And that's various communities, various properties, various apartment systems. So when you see the Chinese airlines, getting ready to build 20 million planes, what is that for? Well, they know it's going to be a fire sale. And when I mean a fire sale, I mean they know that they can totally invest all over this country, and it doesn't matter because everything will be within a reasonable buying price for them to do it. So pay attention, read the news, get yourself prepared. That's why I talk so much about business credit, having lines of credit, getting your credit cleaned up so that you can invest. A lot of people say, the stock market. At the end of the day, I'm not a big believer in the 401k system. I think it's good to have money put away, but you don't have real control over that money. And when I mean real control, I mean see it, touch it, feel it, whatever. Like even if you get some of it out, they're going to tax you high. If you, again, I give this simple technique over and over again. If you and your spouse or whoever buys one house a year, let's say it's a $50,000 to $100,000 house, one house a year, and the rent's $900 a month, whatever, $900 to $1,000 a month, and at the end of the year you've made $10,000, $11,000, right? And now, of course, you're going to say, Erica, we got to deduct the mortgage and all this other stuff. True. But at the end of the year, you made $10,000. If you get one house a year for 10 years, at the end of 10 years, now you're sitting there with $100,000 a year income. You're sitting there with an additional $10,000 a month coming into your bank account. What does that do for you and your family? That's more impactful, more real, and more tangible than a 401k ever can be. That's more serious and impactful than, hey, I'm going to sometimes work a part-time job, or hey, I'm going to sometimes do this hobby business. That's a straight up investment that keeps paying dividends every month. Now, some of you may say, well, Erica, I've got little kids. Well, let's look at it like this. How are we going to pay for Jimmy's college? How are we going to pay for Jimmy's tutoring? Sorry, I'm in a part where there's a ridiculous amount of dogs. How are we going to pay for these vacations we want to go on, these things we want to do? Instead of throwing let's just say $10,000 a year towards, a 401k or a system that you may never be able to touch the money. If you put that money into a rental property as a down payment, you're getting it back. So look, and you're getting it back for many more years to come, depending on the environment, depending on where you invest it. But anyways, I just thought that was important to say because look, the Chinese, the Haitians, the Vietnamese, they all know what's up. They know it's about to be another recession. And it's just a great time to purchase. They're putting money in a safe haven. Why? Because I don't think America will ever really collapse or anything like that. I think America is such a safe place, has so many police officers that people are able to invest and not worry about their money. I mean, imagine being in India, imagine being in Milan, Philippines, some of these places where, you could be the big kingpin on town, but now you need a bunch of security to protect you. That's not really a happy way to live. Here in America, you have millionaires live right next door, go to the grocery store, live fine, don't have to have 10 bodyguards. So, just a different experience. Anyways, you guys, make sure you're paying attention. It is a big fat bubble. Hope you're investing in other streams of income. Later.